Hello and welcome to the channel, Lords and Ladies of Westeros. This is your Liege Lord, the Godless Gamer, and today we're continuing our Game of Thrones series. This is episode 5. Unlike the last episode where we were doing a lot of managey stuff, we were preparing for the death of a ruler and the ascension of a new one. And that's what happened basically last episode. We were just managing that. Managing the ascension of our second ruler, Ronald Fairgrave. This episode's going to be a little bit different, hopefully, because I think this is when we're going to start getting some more Conquest again. We didn't get any in the last one, but we're going to try to get a bunch in this one. I do have a strategy that I want to show you guys that I have, because I think it makes sense, and I think it's going to be really good for us to follow my strategy, basically. But as far as Conquest goes, we're already fabricating a claim against Lannisport, because I want to take this and hold this. But since we're getting this, I figured, why not just keep working for the Duchy of Casterly Rock? It's already split up into a bunch of different counties, which means that we can fight a lot of wars quickly, instead of, you know, like when you fight a duke and you take a piece, you have to wait for a truce to end before you can fight them again. In this case, we can just fight a whole bunch. We can fabricate a claim, fight. Fabricate a claim, fight. So it'll be really quick. And not only will it be easy for us to take all of this, but it'll actually be really valuable. Look at this duchy. The Duchy of Casterly Rock is the most valuable and the most developed duchy in the Westerlands. So the sooner we get all this, the better. We're going to be benefiting from all of this. And as you can see here, all of these counts are the direct vassal of my liege. So there's no middleman between these vassals and my liege. If I take all of this, I will become the middleman. All of these people's taxes will have to go to me first, and then they'll go to my liege. So my liege lord is actually gonna get punished a little bit. He's not gonna be getting as much money or levies once I take all of this. So we're weakening militarily and financially, economically, our liege lord by doing all of this. Think of reducing the crown authority of your liege as decreasing their political power and their political influence over their vassals. That's how I see crown authority. It's like you're reducing their political power, but in this case, we're going to be reducing their military power and their economic power. So I think this is really smart for us to get. We're already fabricating a claim against Lannisport. We're going to keep this, of course, because it's the most valuable and most developed county in the Westerlands. So we're going to take this, and that's going to put me over my domain limit, but we're going to give feast fires here. We're going to give this away to my brother, the brother that hasn't been landed yet. So I have a plan. And I'm really curious to see how much of this we can get in one episode. So we have that to look forward to, a lot of Conquest to look forward to. Something I did between the episodes was get a betrothal between my daughter and the Duke of Crakehall. His second son is now betrothed matrilineally to my daughter. So that just got us an alliance really close. The Duchy of Crakehall, he has about 6,000 men, and he's right here. So that's going to be a really practical alliance for us. And if we want, we can murder his older brother and get him on the throne of this duchy. If we want. I don't know if that's necessarily a big deal right now for me, because I'm young and I don't want to do murders while I'm young. I would prefer not to. And you saw the result of our last murder. We became rivals with the Queen of Dorne. She's our rival. And this is a very powerful rival, so we want to get rid of this as well. And I think just murdering people is just going to make us enemies that we don't necessarily need right now. But if we want to murder this son and get our dynasty members on the throne of Crakehall, we can try it. It's just not my top priority. I've got my steward promoting my culture now. I'm building up my army. I want to get everything to level 6. And then the last thing here is that I have a romance scheme going against my wife, because my wife is 32 and we only have 14 more years of childbearing left. And we don't have a son yet, so we want to try to have as many sons as we can, or have as many children as we can. And I figured romancing her will increase the odds of us having kids. We're starting the episode with a hunt because we don't have the hunter trait yet, and I figured we should just get it. Doing this hunt will also increase opinions, which need a little bit of work as well, so we're accomplishing a bunch of stuff with this hunt. I have a little bit of stress I can relieve, too. So my daughter is now betrothed matrilineally to this kid, Hector Crakehall. We're hunting a roe. So the intent of this hunt is to befriend my spy master. He's not my biggest fan. He likes me a little bit. But look at this guy. he's stupid. As a matter of fact, he's the leader of a faction right now. That's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get rid of that faction. He's none of these things. He's not diligent. He's not compassionate. And his stewardship skill is his worst skill, so none of these apply to him. I'm gonna say diligent. Nope. Alright, fine. We can switch to slay beast intent now. My knight wants to give me a secret against who? My wet nurse? No thanks. There's a bunch of foraging peasants interrupting my hunt. The popular opinion in Clifton will take a big hit. Let's check it right now. I can't afford that hit. But I don't want to spend all of this money either. No thank you. Let's just take a success chance hit. It was only 3%. Alright, let's try to slay this deer. We got it. Nice job. That's how you do it. Let's see the item we got. It's not great, but it's better than this ancient plaque I have. The ancient plaque gives me more prestige. Quite a bit more, but this one has some more modifiers. And it's better quality. I'm replacing this rock. This rock that I have in my pocket. And I'm gonna sell it. So we're currently in the stewardship lifestyle, and we're gonna finish this tree. And then I think I'm gonna get into scientific like I normally do. Because I want to get this innovation. I want to get the court officials. I get another domain limit, which will allow me to hold another piece of the Duchy of Casterly Rock, which ideally would be Casterly Rock itself. A feud just started between my house and House Martell. She wants my head because of a killing, because we murdered her son. Hostile scheme resistance at the expense of some stress gain. I'm not going to reciprocate. We want that feud to end. We don't want to be their rivals. I'm asking my liege lord to fund a temple. There's currently a scheme to murder my brother, but I'm doing everything I can for him. Thank you, my liege. They're doing it. He's building a temple in Tireless Island. Where's that? Right here? Or no, he's building it here in Feast Fires, which is unfortunate because I'm going to be giving this away. I would have preferred he had done something in my domain. But it was free, so still good. The rain is pouring down outside. My sensible lady Benissa sighs as she looks out the blurred window. How wretched Faircastle can be. I wish I had someone to keep me company during long and dreary days. What would she prefer? Is she a cat person or is she a dog person? I'm saying a dog. She adores it. Yes. We were right. I really need them to get pregnant. We can train for a tournament. Only a 2% chance that we get strong. And we got it. Only a 2% chance. RNG. Thank you so much. Nice. That's a health boost. There's no woman lovelier than Lady Benissa. In her presence, my words often fail me. None of my compliments ever do her justice. Perhaps a carefully drafted poem would better capture her virtues. She's honest. I'm gonna do noble righteousness. Or no, she's lowborn. Her youthful vigor. She is Amazonian. Let's do this one. She doesn't respond. The success chance is still 100%, so that's okay. I'm being challenged to a board game. If you insist. Took it personally. But it did relieve a little bit of our stress. We had a little bit. Okay, we got every one of our men-at-arms regiment up to level 6. We're gonna start saving money now and prepare for this war. I'm gonna have to spend money to get the claim itself. What the hell? This 16-year-old is flirting with my wife? My courtier Jothar throws his head back with a wicked laugh. Benissa is still conversing with her friends, but I can tell she heard him. Oh, no, he insulted her. He insulted her. I thought he was, like, trying to get with her. We just became strong. Let's do a duel. We beat him. I mean, we better have beat him. We just got strong, and now we have 25 prowess. There we go. My wife is pregnant. Okay, we want a boy with really good traits. Ideally, genius and Amazonian or Herculean. I'm not... My confidence isn't high that we're going to get that, but let's hope they at least get 2 traits. Like, 2 decent traits. Come on, wifey. Don't let me down. Every time I close my eyes, I see Lady Benissa's face. Sleep will not come. I cannot wait another moment. Cloaked in shadows, I make my way to the... Why does he have to sneak into his own wife's room? Somebody's climbing into her room. Let's save her. So we became soulmates. Perfect. Okay, we got our claim. We're not in debt, but we're going to save money before we declare this war. They have a tiny little alliance with a baron, it looks like. Yeah. Not intimidating. Once we get about 100 gold, I think, that'll be a good time. She gave us a son. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous to see what he's like, but we have to. We must. That's excellent. Robert. He's a genius, and he got robust. And we had him at age 33, so that's a good distance between me and my son. 33 years of distance. That's pretty good. So, I mean, if I have to settle for him, obviously younger sons are preferable, but maybe they won't live up to his congenital traits, and I might be stuck with him, but even if I am stuck with him, he's still pretty good, and he just instantly got sick. The game's gonna warn me about it, watch. Did he get sickly? No, he's just ill, he's not sickly. That Liberty faction went away. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I just inherited a county. I don't want it. Okay. Let's take Lannisport for ourselves. We have to take the castle. Remember, now this is a big city and has a whole bunch of little holdings inside of it, but the only one that we can hold is the castle one. Let's hope we capture somebody and end it instantly. Come on. Nope. We didn't capture anybody. Want to switch my marshal out. She only has 10. And even she's going to be mad that I'm firing her, but her opinion's already pretty good. Let's get a better marshal. Oh, we just swapped her with somebody. Okay, that's fine. She could be my admiral. No, you're not being my son's guardian. That's my job. Thank you for reminding me, game. Let's educate our son. We don't know what his childhood trait is yet, and I'm sure the game will tell us. But once we know, we'll decide what kind of education he's going to get. They just raise more men right when we won. Alright. So this is mine. I'm holding on to this. Let's give away feast fires to our brother. Let's go into our knights. I don't want him to be my knight anymore. I want him doing his own thing, ruling his own realm. I don't want to get him killed. I want him to live long enough to have more children. He's only had a son, which is good. But we want him to have more children. I want to secure his line of succession as well. And if he's my knight and he gets captured or something, that would just be stupid. Just checking on, make sure all my counselors are not. Who the hell are you? Somebody who's probably gonna die soon, so he can stay here. I was thinking about getting him, kicking him out, but I don't have to. He'll just die soon. Now we're gonna have our marshal increase the control here, since this is now our holding. We're gonna do it ourselves and increase the control. We can ransom some prisoners. I can negotiate an alliance with my brother now. Okay, let's work for our next claim. Let's see who the next count is going to be. We're going to try to fight the easiest people who don't have alliances. So like Heatherfield, Hattersley. They have a weak alliance. Motley Hills. Oh, interesting. Fang Hill and Motley Hills. The Hills? The two Hills, they're allied with each other. So I think a good idea would be to get claims against both of them. Like, put them off, and then declare two simultaneous wars against them at the same time. In the meantime, we're getting Heatherfield. So we now own the most valuable and the most developed county in the Westerlands. My wife is sick too? I have a really good maester, so she should be okay. I'm gonna commission an artifact. We don't have a weapon yet. And I have the money. I'm gonna make a spear. We're about halfway to our next dynasty legacy. We're about 20 years away from court officials. Our house level of splendor went up. We're now insignificant. We're no longer obscure. Somebody's trying to murder my son. I think it's the Martells. I need this rivalry to end. Let's sway her. The odds are as low as they can get. Years have passed since my great father, Lord Robert, died of old age. I hope he is serving the seven who are one in the seven heavens now. Yet the spirit of his faith is still present among the living, both as an inspiration and a challenge. I am still regarded as his son by the pious worshippers of the seven. Just yesterday, an old septa was praising him as the current ruler. I wonder if the seven who are one feels the same about me. I feel the burning need to prove myself as a man of faith, of my own to step out of my father's shadow. I think my dad got up to Paragon of Virtue. So I think my character is telling me he wants to be at least a Paragon of Virtue. And I guess because we just got a bunch of monthly piety, we can go on another pilgrimage and we can try to do that for him. But I'm trying to fight wars, man. I've got different priorities right now. I guess we can go on a really cheap one. Let's spend this gold first, the one that I have to use to buy the claim. My wife is pregnant again. Excellent. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? The Martells. This woman tried to murder my son. Is she still trying to do it? Nope, she gave it up. Smart. This is my sister-in-law. Sending her a gift is not the right message to send. I just don't want her to try to do it again, but it's over. My son is safe. Okay, we got our claim. Let's see how much a simple pilgrimage will be to the closest place. Just so I don't have to pay some mountain helpers or whatever. Or I can do it. It's only 4 gold. Okay. We're just going to go on a simple, quick pilgrimage. Just to get us to Paragon of Virtue. The pilgrimage is delayed by 3 months. That's fine. I have to save money before I can declare this war anyway. So if this takes a little bit longer, that's fine. But once this pilgrimage is over, we're going to fight that war. Inspiration realized. We got a masterwork spear. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Sticking with the pointy end. We have 30 prowess now. Alright, guys. Look, things are looking good. Cedric is one of the stranger people I've met on this journey. He seems to be a firm believer, but also expounds on the true nature of the 7 who are one, and what it all means. At night, his tent is lit up by candles within, and occasionally strange chanting and unusual incense flows from it. Do we want to delay another 3 months? No thanks. I think that was a chance for us to get the Wise Man trait. I can mediate a dispute. Yes, please. Uh-oh. As we manage to get through the dangerous path of Barrowmore, we decide to rest for the night. As I walk around the encampment, suddenly a strange feeling that someone is missing bothers me. I ask around for every... I ask around and everyone agree on one thing, that they don't remember seeing Robert all day. My 2-year-old, nobody remembers seeing him? He should be like the most guarded person ever. Like more guarded than I am. Let's mount a search party. It's gonna cost me money. He loses some opinion with me. He grows closer to forming a rivalry with me. If I show my son that I love him and I want to find him, he stresses out because of that. I'll spend the money. He's nowhere to be found. What? What the hell? I'm gonna use a hook to... He's not in my court right now. I had to use a hook on him to get that. My son ran away. That's what he did. My son ran away from me. We just had a daughter this time. Quick and Amazonian. Eleanor? That's fine. Nice. We had another daughter. And she's sickly. Just one more perk and we get Administrator. Which is really nice. +3 Stewardship and more Vassal Opinion. We didn't get Paragon of Virtue yet, but we're almost there. We got closer. Traveling through the sometimes harsh environments has invigorating effects on at least my state of mind and vigor. As I glance over at Eric, however, he does not appear to be doing quite as good. His movement is labored, his breathing heavy, and spontaneous bursts of coughing ripple through his body. I can try to cure him. Okay, now that we're home, let's take Heatherfield. We captured somebody really valuable. We didn't have to take the county. Alright, so that was quick. Let's start fabricating our next one, which is the easiest one. We'll do this one. Lawnmont. We'll do this one next. I need to give this away. So no longer is this guy or this person a direct vassal to my liege. I'm the middleman. All their stuff comes to me first, and then it goes to them. So my liege lord took a little hit. He took a little hit to his income. And then once we get all of these, hopefully it will be a significant hit. All of this will be so detrimental to him that he's going to get weak enough that we might be able to fight him. You never know. My wife is pregnant again? Nice! She's got 9 years left, and she's using that time wisely. So good thing we became her soulmate. That's really helping with this. My daughter wants to go to a sleepover. Absolutely not. The last time I made that mistake, my children were almost killed. Lady Samela of Great Fork has risen up against King Aegon. This count is rising up against the King of the Iron Throne. It's literally just her, no allies. She's making the biggest mistake of her life. I'm not joining her. This war should end quickly. Just like the other children his age, my son and heir Robert sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanor, and people always forgive him when he does get caught. I wonder just how much he gets away with. He's charming. Okay. Diplomacy or intrigue? Obviously, diplomacy. Diplomacy is going to be more useful for him. It's going to help him with opinions if he takes the throne. I think diplomacy is a more valuable education. We successfully swayed her a little bit. Come on, rivalry, go away. Let's bury the hatchet. And now we're a paragon of virtue. Opinions are really good now. See, she won instantly. He let her go. Did you see that? She was in prison and then he let her go. Why would you let her go? Another daughter. It's not quite her mom's name. Her mom's name is Benisa. Let's do Barisa. Barista. She can make people coffee. So we have another daughter. Maybe we can get another alliance with one of them. I'll raise my eldest daughter. Once we figure out what their educations are going to be like, I'll decide a tutor, or I'll decide a guardian then. I was thinking I could bring him into my court, but my daughters are too young. I was like, hey, maybe one of my daughters, I can marry him to her, but he's too old for them. His prowess is nothing. He wouldn't be a good knight or anything. Do I have a court position that I could give somebody with good stewardship? A harbor master. I can make him a harbor master. How old is my oldest daughter? She's already betrothed. 1. So they would be 19 years in difference. It doesn't matter. It's the age of the woman is what matters for them to have kids. But he's going to be 19 years older than her. She's got quick and Herculean. She's got intelligent and robust. It's gonna sound weird, but I'm doing this. Do a matrilineal marriage and hopefully they have good children. He's gonna have to wait a while for her to grow up, but that's what I'm doing. That guy's the luckiest guy in the world. It started by him wanting money so he could buy some of my land, but he ended up getting a princess instead. We already have an alliance through one daughter. We're going to marry this daughter off for traits, just to get some more dynasty members with good traits in my court. My last daughter, maybe we can get another alliance? Let's look. A duchy in the Reach. A duchy in Dorne. Another duchy in the Reach. The Riverlands. The Reach. We already got this alliance. Do we marry her to this slow kid for this duchy alliance in the Westerlands? We've got time to think about it. I'm not in a rush. We already have an alliance. No need to rush into another one. Do we get this claim? We'll do Hattersley next. I gained a rival. What else is new? I gained a nemesis. Let's hope we capture him so I can execute him. Well, it's not going to matter much, because once we take this from him, he's going to be unlanded. He's going to have no power base. So if we have a landless, powerless nobody who's our nemesis, it doesn't matter. He's not going to have a court. He's not going to have anything. He's not going to have a spy master to help him do anything. He's just going to be wandering. He's going to be doing absolutely nothing. Alright, I got the trade administrator. Can I take my wife off managed domain and still be at my domain limit? Let's see. Nope. How about assist ruler? Yes. That way she helps him with everything. No, son, you're not going to a sleepover. Stop asking me for sleepovers. My first sleepover experience was enough to tell me not to do it again. The light of the seven who are one guides me into my holy quest as it once guided my father, the great Lord Robert. The life of the seven who are one's pious servant is not an easy one, yet I feel compelled to become even greater than my father. Should a good worshipper of the seven always relentlessly pursue the recognition of both his peers and the seven who are one? Is a father's example a beacon to follow or a goal to achieve and surpass? We are equal now, father. We're equal. I'm done. I'm done trying to become more pious. Leave me alone. See, now he's unlanded. And his wife is a leper. No wonder he's so angry and bitter. She's the more dangerous rival. This is the leader of Dorne. Getting rid of that rivalry is definitely more important than this nemesis. But I do have to watch myself now. My spy master needs to protect me. Let's have our Castellan do something else, too. Maybe he can help me with intrigue. Hostile scheme resistance +8. Let's have him protect me a little bit, too. Got these rivals crawling around everywhere now. One more year and the control will be done here. We're making about 14 gold every month. That's not bad. We need to convert Lannisport to our culture. Let's do that. Our income just took a little bit of a hit because I took her off collect taxes, but that's okay. Lannisport must be our culture. Okay. 4 months and we get our next claim and we can fight our next war. My wife just got me some money. Or no, my steward got me some money. This guy has some unpressed claims on the Kingdom of the Riverland, the River Run. No wonder she doesn't want him back. You could send him to the wall. He won't accept. Sometimes I can get some money if I send people to the wall, so it's always nice to check. We'll just get hooks for everybody. My son's getting the nickname the Prince of Fashion. Look at him laughing diabolically. This guy that is going to be my future son-in-law, because he's marrying my daughter, we can try to get him the Knight trait. Maybe this will make up for the fact that he's craven, and we can boost his prowess a little bit by giving him the Squire. Let's see if he... Let's see if he benefits from this. This woman is allied with the Duchy of Goldmarch. They're pretty far away, and I'm sure they're not going to be that much of a threat. They'll add about 2,000 men to the forces against me, which is nothing. Let's do it. She died. She died on childbirth. I declared war on her at the worst time. She was about to give birth. You are hereby ordered to cease all hostilities against Lady Olivia. It is my will that there be peace among my vassals, and that they comport themselves with dignity, befitting their noble station. I will not have our lands torn apart by war. Well, you chose a weird time to do this to me. If we don't obey him, it's considered a crime, and he can imprison us, and we don't want that. But we just have to wait 5 years before we can declare another war against this county. I'll do what he wants. Let's grab these other claims. Some random woman? What the hell? Cannot help but feel myself reaching for my quill when I think of her. No! Your wife is your soulmate, man. Come on. Keep having children. We're running out of time. Got 7 years left. Okay, so we're making progress on our next legacy and our next innovation. We're getting there. Our innovation will speed up when we get this learning perk and we get scientific. My daughter's first steps. What else can she do? This is my Herculean daughter, so let's increase her prowess. I never expected I would grow as close to Lord Tabit as I have in the past few years. Do you want to become friends with this guy? Because I'm solitary, I'm going to take some stress if I make friends with him. He already loves me. Do I really have to be his friend? We got the trait poet. Nice. Penury and bloodlust. Where other men speak silvered words, our hero himself in iron girds. Then all shall tremble as he takes field, his scything blows too harsh to heal. Again, the trait poet. Can we write our rivals a poem now? Will she accept it? Nope. The odds are that she's going to mock it, and it's just going to make the situation even worse. So I'm not going to try it. How about this idiot? He might like it. He did. So our nemesis liked the poem we wrote him. That's how good of a poet we are. There's a Liberty faction against my liege. I'll give this daughter an intrigue education. I have a bunch of money right now, but opinions are still good. Let's boost our army again. I can afford to boost everything up to 7 now. And let's prepare for these 2 wars we're going to fight. We're going to get both of these claims at the same time. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. The realm needs a secure plan, which should you be indisposed, and I'm sure we agree that I'm the best possible candidate for a future regent. He's declaring that he becomes my regent. My wife is currently my regent. She's selfless. She's diligent, honest, and patient. I think she's going to be a better regent. He's not allowed. I'm declining him. My daughter's not sickly anymore. We're getting close to the end, guys, but I want to get these 2 conquests before we end. So I'm just going to speed 5 our way there. So 1 year and we fight the war. And then we're good. My son's first teething. My wife is sick again? I'm still my liege's steward, which is really helping us. I would love to do a tournament, but tournaments are so expensive for us right now. We'll eventually get there to doing that, but we're focusing on growing first. And hunts and feasts already do the things that, they're doing the same things that a tournament would do for us, like give us prestige and all that kind of stuff. Scientific. Almost there. This is the guy that we didn't let be our regent, so let's hope his opinion goes up a little bit because he's my marshal now. Okay, here we go. Gonna declare 2 wars at the same time. Let's take out Fang Hill first, because their only alliance is with Motley Hills, and they have the weaker army. So we'll take them first. My daughter's first words at 4 years old. And get some renown. You are hereby ordered to cease all hostilities against Lady Cersei. So House Clegane, we can't. Alright, fine. I don't want to be imprisoned by my liege, so we'll accept a white truce. Or a white peace. We're still got the other one going, so let's do this one instead. My rival, the Queen of Dorne, is dead now. Which means that our brother-in-law, who is in a matrilineal marriage with my sister, let's sway him. And this means that he's the ruler, so their children will be in Fairgrave, and their children will be the future rulers of Dorne, and they'll be in my dynasty. So that's excellent. And now he's my rival. Well, good thing we're swaying him then. This guy joins my court? No, thank you. Let him bleed out. I'm gonna take some stress because of that. I just didn't like his personality. I didn't want him. Alright, let's end this war quickly before our liege tells us to stop again. Here we go. So our realm looks a little funky, but that's okay. Only 3 more counties left in this duchy. So 2 more years, and then we can fight Hattersley again, and then obviously 5 years for this one, because we had to stop. Or 4 years now. So I'm trying to sway our new rival, the new leader of the House of Dorne. Let's try to bury the hatchet with them. You know what? Internal opinions are pretty good. I'm gonna switch my Chancellor to Foreign Affairs. Opinions are still good. Alright, so let's give that away. Look at our new funky realm. So we're making good progress. We got roadblocked because of these, because they They ran to Poppy, Poppy. They ran to Daddy and asked for help, and they told me to stop. So we're making progress, guys. We're conquering things. We're slowly but surely taking the Duchy of Casterly Rock. We took control of Lannisport. We're almost done promoting our culture here as well. We had a son and heir, and my wife has 5 more years to get pregnant again. I'm hoping that we have another son. I want an heir and a spare. I don't just want one son. But things are looking good, guys. Successful episode. And it's nice to start getting Conquest again. So that's going to do it for this one. Oh, you know what? Let's take care of prisoners. I can get money for sending him to the wall. Let's do that. Money for him. Money for him. All right, now we have over 1,100 men in our army so far. So we are slowly catching up to our liege lord's military might. And not too long in the future, we're going to be able to fight them directly. And I'll hopefully be able to get this county of Casterly Rock from them. They don't have any allies. Anyway, lords and ladies, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. So a lot of good things happened. I thought it was a very fairly successful and productive episode. Look how much money we have now. We have some rivals to deal with, but we're kind of used to that now. This is what happens when you murder people. You create rivals. You can claim your liege's title. I'm missing prestige. I can take the Duchy of Casterly Rock away from my liege lord. Interesting. Things to think about. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down at the bottom. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, please feel free. That would be awesome. Join us for future episodes of my Game of Thrones series. It's going well so far, and I'm having a great time. And I think you guys are too. So thank you for joining me, guys. I will see you in the next one. Next episode is episode 6. But until then, have a good one, guys.